This week's episode of Wisdom Point is brought to you by Amari. Are you tired of the jittery pre-workouts and the energy crashes? You can try Amari's Energy Plus and Edge, the next generation mental energy combo. It's what I use because pre-workout drives me insane. It makes me itchy. It gives me the jitters. It makes me crash. This is about no jitters, no crashes, and just pure focus. Personally, I add them to my morning routine for smooth, sustained energy. I just add the supplements to a 16-ounce bottle of water, shake it up, and I hit the gym, and I'm good for the day. If you'd like to try, visit patricewashington.com/try Amare. That's TRYAMARE. That's patricewashington.com/try Amare for $10 off. Elevate your performance with Amare, and you can also feel the difference today. Something that I'm really clear about is one of the reasons that many of us don't get still enough to practice mindfulness is because we're afraid of what will happen with what we discover. Radical honesty and awakening arising from slumber, getting off autopilot happens the more we become mindful. And we've been talking a lot about that. And I recognize just from even some of the questions in my DMs over on the Redefining Wealth app that it is scary to be mindful because that mindfulness may create a shift. Some things will come up for you. And I know for myself in my own season of awakening, there were some big ahas that I needed to have. And I remember talking to Dr. Thema Bryant, whom we love on the Redefining Wealth podcast, about this in an episode from March of 2023 called Come Home to Yourself. Listen to how she unpacks a limiting belief that many of us have and how it contributes to liberation. And for me, it definitely contributed to my own liberation. Check it out. Here's where I want to start. Some of us stayed in unhealthy relationships, not because of insecurity, but confidence. And you said confidence that you believed you could change someone and you believed your love would be enough. Mm-hmm. Those were the words I read again on the beach on my 41st birthday, which is also coincidentally the day that my divorce papers were served. Mm-hmm. And the realization, because I struggled with the fact that I had been in years of therapy, I'd had life coaches, I've been so committed to personal and spiritual development and all these things. And so when people would say, well, you were staying in something that wasn't quite right for you because of your insecurity, I'm like, I really don't feel like it was insecurity. I feel like a confident woman. I feel like an empowered woman. I know that I am powerful. I know that I am purposeful. But those words, like, I literally had delusions of grandeur in terms of my confidence that if I just love hard enough, if I pray hard enough, if I fast more often, if I do all the things, then I should just continue to stay in something and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and hope for something different. When the reality was the things that I needed in this season of my life were just not being honored or respected or valued. And that is the truth.
It's so important.
At Redefining Wealth, we don't believe in setting New Year's resolutions, but we do believe in setting ourselves up to get results. That's why I turned to America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh, to help save time and money while still nourishing my body. If you want to have more time and energy to pursue your purpose work, make saving time your greatest result with quick, convenient recipes delivered right to you. Just choose your meals and select your delivery date. HelloFresh handles the meal planning and shopping, so all you have to do is open your weekly box of pre-portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes to get cooking. Even my teenage daughter Reagan is loving the HelloFresh breakfast options because she uses it to minimize stress in the morning and get out the door. Whether the result you and your family want to create is to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all three. So say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients delivered right to your door for 25% less than takeout. Go to HelloFresh.com/RWFree and use the code RWFree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/RWFree with the code RWFree. This holiday season, you will not catch me stressed out in anybody's store, but I will still be enjoying chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals in just 2 minutes delivered straight to my doorstep by Factor. Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, and they help me save time and money and still eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love choosing from their assortment of over 55 add-ons like delicious kale egg bites for breakfast or ready-to-drink cold-pressed juices and smoothies so I can stay on top of my Fit Pillar goals. And you can too. There's over 35 chef-crafted meals every week that support a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences, whether it's being calorie smart, vegan and veggie, or protein plus, whatever fits your Fit Pillar goals, Factor has it. This December, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Give Factor a try and enjoy more peace this holiday season. Head to factormeals.com/RW50 and use code RW50 to get 50% off. That's code RW50 at factormeals.com/RW50 to get 50% off.
That we let this other narrative be known, because I think people often, as you're describing, imagine someone who is broken down, insecure, fragile, dependent on this person for validation. And that is the narrative for some. But there can be another narrative, which is very successful women. And when you are used to being successful, then when you put your mind and heart and spirit to something, it happens in every area of your life. You like, every goal I've ever had, I got it done. And so then why would relationships be any different? I'll just work harder. I'll just strategize. I'll just adjust. I'll just, because you're not used to the way the world talks about it is quitting. The way the world talks about it is failed relationships. So if you're a successful woman, you're not going to sign up for a failed relationship. You're going to keep working until you have victory, not recognizing that leaving can be success.
Yes.
Right? That your permission to breathe, to exit, to not have to carry another human being emotionally and spiritually can be an act of liberation and success.
Can you see in that conversation how the limiting belief that as a high achiever, that quitting equates to failing could keep you stuck in something that no longer serves you? Now, the beautiful thing about this is leaving doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This can pertain to a job where you have overstayed your welcome. It can pertain to a city that you no longer feel comfortable in, you don't feel at peace in. It could be a volunteering opportunity, a church group, a toxic friendship you've been trying to still force because of longevity. Whatever it is, I know that as we continue to go through this month of mindfulness, you're going to start to awaken to some things that just don't feel right for you. And I don't want you to be trapped in the limiting belief that if you end a season, it means that you are a failure, that just because you quit, something is wrong with you. It is okay to come to the completion of a season that is no longer serving you. We run from the mindfulness because it means that we have to get present to what's really happening, and then we may have to get the guts to do something. You're not afraid to meditate. You're afraid of what meditation will reveal. But that's the only thing that will change our lives. This is what we do in Pillar Mastery. This is the point of Mastery and Momentum. It is supporting you through the process for how you process. And sometimes getting around the people that use the language that supports you and builds you up instead of the old indoctrination that tears you down is what you need in a season in order to liberate yourself. This week on the Redefining Wealth podcast full episode, I will be going through how I have identified my own limiting beliefs over the years, my own blind spots, and what I did to experience breakthrough. I'm going to break that down for you on Thursday, so make sure you tune in. I hope this episode of Wisdom Point has been a blessing to you, and I'll see you next time.